Tom, you've spoken about it this week, but obviously a proud moment for you, a real honour to represent this club and be the permanent manager.
Yeah, I think it's the first time when it's really sunk in when the pen hit the paper and I would be the permanent manager of the football club. A really significant moment in my career, and to do it at a club that means so much to me. I'm feeling very proud, and but all focus quickly turned to progressing the team and forward planning.
Has it surprised you that you've been in management for just over a year and now you're managing Watford, the first team?
Yeah, I think in this job everyone would agree you don't get much time to reflect. It engulfs your whole life, and there's not much thinking time apart from the present and the future. So not much time to reflect. But when the season finishes, I'm sure I'll think of what a productive year it's been for me to learn so much, to progress so quickly, and to be in the position I am. It's been a whirlwind year.
Has it felt different? I know it's only been a day or so from being a caretaker to a permanent. It's a big thing, actually, isn't it?
It's a little bit more exciting, if I'm honest. As I said, when I came into the job, all focus is on the next game, and that'll be the same. But the exciting part now for me is to plan for next year, to plan a squad, to plan a pre-season. I think it'll be a huge period for us to set the foundations. I see a lot of scope for improvement in our squad, and I'm really looking forward to pre-season and being ready for the next year.
Have lots of people been in touch? Has Sir Alex been in touch?
Sir Alex, no, but a lot of people from the football world, some significant people throughout my career have been in touch, so appreciate those comments.
Have you felt the pressure as a caretaker and what it's going to be like as a permanent manager?
Been hugely focused, so pressure of the job I'm in I've not really concentrated on. I'm more about planning and preparing the team for the next, and just been totally focused on how we win those 3 points and how I develop football players. Not had much time to think about the pressure of the job and the stress of the role. It's been really focused on winning 3 points and developing the players.
For this kind of 5-6 weeks, it feels like you've really enjoyed it. That seems to have been the impression you've given us. Is that how it's felt?
Yeah, and that's massive credit to the players I've been working with. They've made it a lot easier for me, the way they've applied themselves, they've fought for the results, they've defended their goal, they've turned up and trained the way we play. So that makes the job really enjoyable. And the exciting thing moving forward is I think there's a lot more progression in us, there's a lot more learning in us. The more they learn our ways of wanting to play, I think we've got an exciting time ahead.
Is it difficult? You've got 2 games left, but you must be thinking about next season already. Have you got to try and have that there and wait almost before you can look ahead to next season?
Yeah, for me Saturday's massive, on a personal level, but more importantly on a club level. To get that home win that we've not had for so long, in the last game of the home game of the season, in my first game as permanent head coach, Saturday's massive. So that's the only thing we're focusing on right now.
Is it going to feel different when you walk out as the permanent manager rather than the caretaker in front of that crowd?
I suppose it will, yeah. I'm still addressed as Clevs or Tom. I've not changed the gaffer or boss yet. I don't know whether that'll stay the same into the next season. I'll still be in a tracksuit, but yeah, there will be a little bit more specialness about Saturday being the permanent head coach and how significant that means to me.
How desperate are you to get that win at the Vic since when was it?
November.
So long ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
November. It feels really important to the supporters.
Desperate, yeah. We're still searching for that little bit of balance at home where, yes, we've been solid in the last 2 games. All right, Hull missed a penalty, but I thought we were solid in the main. We've not quite looked like breaking the deadlock apart from the last 20 minutes against Hull. So we're trying to find that balance of being attacking and as well as solid. So we'll keep searching for that, and hopefully that'll be the key to get that home win.
And then when you do look ahead to next season, you'll be really involved in recruitment and things like that with the ones above?
Yeah, I mean, I know how the club works, but I've already been involved in those conversations. What system we recruit to, what style of play, what profile, and yeah, planning a pre-season. I'm so excited by that 6-7 week period that we'll have, and I think you'll see a completely different team first game of next season.
The club, obviously, the parachute payments have run out, so there might not be as much money as there used to be, so you may have to work within a slightly tighter budget.
Yeah, we might have to be creative, might have to tap into a couple of loans from previous clubs or from Premier League clubs, but I've got self-confidence that I can improve any player, I can adapt to any player, and fit them in our style of how we want to play, because we're very clear with our messages. So whatever squad we assemble for pre-season, I'm very confident I can improve those players and they fit into the way we play.
Is that where your contacts are going to help in the game? Because you know a lot of people, Tom, and obviously lots of people know you, so you might be able to tap into managers that you know up and down the country.
I'll recommend a couple. Whether we end up with those players, I don't know. This is obviously my first experience at recruiting, so a little bit new to it, but yeah, I'm sure I will recommend a couple from good contacts I have in the game.
That must be so exciting though, trying to build your own squad for next season.
Yeah, I think what makes it easy is we're very clear with how we want to play. So it becomes a lot more easy to recruit towards. It's focused on specific attributes and things like that. So yeah, I'm confident that we can recruit towards this. And like I said, I'll put forward a couple of recommendations. But I've got a really good relationship with the chairman, the technical director, and the owner. So we're all very streamlined.
It's really interesting because sometimes it's felt like players have come in who might not be aligned to the philosophy of the coach. But you saying that suggests that already you know what type of player you want.
Yeah, and we'll all be singing off the same hymn sheet, and I can adapt. I'll adapt to different playing cultures, but what we will be is very clear of how we want to look as a team next year, and we'll recruit towards that, I'm sure.
And obviously, as you already said, you'd be hoping to be challenging near the top end of the table.
Yeah, I mean, internally those messages are fed to the players. I want to create a winning environment. I've grew up at a club where winning becomes the norm, and that's what I want to try and create here. There's a lot of work to be done. That's not just something you can say and it happens. There's a lot of work to get to that stage, which we're prepared to put in as a staff and as a playing squad. So, but that's the environment I want to try and create at this football club.